are fleeing from their homes. Hundreds of thousands of acres burned. Firefighters are stretching themselves to the limit. Red flag warnings are up in parts of Arizona, Utah, Colorado, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and New Mexico. High heat, low humidity, and strong winds are turning the region into a tinderbox. Dozens of wildfires are burning as we speak. And here's how our affiliate, KGUN, reported it from Arizona, which is seeing the absolute worst of it.
Down here on the right side, we've got another thick black cloud of smoke going up. We've got a lot of people standing out here looking. We still have people evacuating this area south of Camino Principal. We have people turning around, and it is a chaotic situation once again today. This is what the firefighters had feared most, that with 50-mile-per-hour winds, the Monument Fire would make a run, and indeed it is.
This is how it all breaks down. More than 3 million acres have caught fire in the U.S. just this year. In Arizona, there are two main fires. The Wallow Fire is the biggest, burning more than 500,000 acres so far. That one is 44% contained. To the south, closer to the border, the Monument Fire has burned nearly 21,000 acres, and it's only about 27% contained. Our very own Thelma Gutierrez is in Sierra Vista, a city threatened tonight by that Monument Fire. Thelma.
Don, this has been the toughest day yet for firefighters working the Monument Fire. They've had to battle intense 100-degree heat and strong winds that grounded the air assault over steep and rugged terrain. It was an all-out battle to stop flames from racing down the mountain into tinder, dry grasslands toward homes at the southern end of Sierra Vista. More than 700 firefighters from all across the state are giving it everything they have to hold the line. But fierce winds gusting at more than 50 miles an hour grounded choppers and fixed-winged aircraft that had been making the critical air assault over steep and rugged terrain. Thousands of residents had just minutes to evacuate with whatever they could carry.
I may not come back to anything. I don't know.
City officials say conditions couldn't be any worse. It hasn't rained since December. A drought, high desert temperatures, and strong winds have made this fire disastrous.
As you come lower out of the mountains, you're talking, oak trees and grassland. And once it breaks out into that grassland, there's really nothing to stop it.
The Monument Fire started in the Coronado National Park near the U.S.-Mexican border. As for the cause of the fire, officials say it's still under investigation, but they do know where and when the fire started, and they say it was human-caused. Firefighters are hoping to catch a break overnight when the winds die down and the temperatures cool off. Don?
All right, thank you very much for that, Thelma. Look at those live pictures from our affiliate, KGUN. That is Sierra Vista, Arizona, where our very own Thelma Gutierrez is, and where we have been covering this from most of the day. You saw that reporter who was standing there saying, and that's that thick black smoke that you have been seeing, a number of them. Something is burning. They don't know exactly what it is. That's where you're looking at that highway. And in some of these fires, the fires have been jumping the highway from land to pavement, across the pavement, and then onto other land, threatening homes and businesses. I want to get to the phones right now because we've got Bill Paxton. He is standing by. He is a public information officer involved in the Monument Fire. Remember, that is the smaller of the two main wildfires in Arizona, but it is less contained than the Wallow Fire. So, Bill, thank you for joining us tonight. I know that you're busy, and I know that these firefighters, your crews, have a lot in their hands, as they do in 6 other states.
That is correct. We've had a hard day today. The things that we didn't want to happen, the terrain, the fuels, the winds, everything aligned for a massive push on this fire. We had built fire lines between Miller Canyon, where we were having our difficulties, all the way to Fort Huachuca. We had contingency fire lines off that main line. We lost 4 different contingency lines trying to stop it and turn it. The bull came out of the pen, and we had a bunch of spot fires. Early in the afternoon, we were able to stop those, but on the 4th fire line, when we lost it, it jumped Highway 92.
So you're having a lot of problems. It's not just the winds and the dry conditions with equipment and everything, because this is really taxing not only your equipment but your men as well and women who are working on this fire. Listen, is this the worst fire? Are these the worst fires that you've seen?
No, but it's a bad one. I have seen worse and just about the same, but it's really hard on the community here. And one of the things is that we have our firefighters assigned to the team, but the local fire departments try. You know, Sierra Vista, all the communities, fire departments, volunteers are all helping. The city, the county, the military, everyone is cooperating to address this situation.
Yeah. All right. Listen, Bill, we wish you the very best of luck there. We know that you're up against something here, a lot, and we appreciate you joining us here on CNN. We're going to continue to check back with you. Now we want to get to the bigger picture in this fight against the wildfires. Our meteorologist, Jackie Jarris, joins me now. Jackie, why was today so bad for the firefighters? Seven states, you heard them. The pins kept breaking, the contingency lines kept breaking. Tough day for a lot of people.
Yeah, except when you're, jumping containment lines and you're getting those spot fires that he was talking about, and that's when the wind drives those embers and you get new fires that start, or the fire line jumps and advances into the area where you didn't expect it. And the problem has been the wind primarily, and that wind has been sustained today in parts of Arizona, New Mexico, up into Utah, in the 25-mile-per-hour range. On top of that, we've had confirmed wind gusts between 35 and 49 miles per hour. That's greater than tropical storm force. So you're really having to have a hard time holding yourself up in those kind of conditions. Now there's an intense area of low pressure, a low pressure storm that's moving through the Four Corners. That's what's driving in those strong southwesterly winds. But that's going to start to pass for tomorrow. Winds are going to change direction, and that's good news in the sense that it could push the fire back upon itself perhaps in some areas. It's also going to bring the temperatures down. It's going to bring the humidity up a little bit too. Don?
All right. Jackie Jarris, our meteorologist, we appreciate it. Now we're going to get you caught up on your top stories.